Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Could you state your name, please?
My name is Steve Cain.
Hi, Steve. So, what is your profession?
I'm an ex-banker. I'm pretty much retired now. I spent 40 years as a banker.
Okay. And how did you get involved with Rotary?
Back in the 90s, or probably 80s and 90s, I found out about Rotary.
Okay.
But at that time, there was only a limited number of people in a certain profession or with a certain bank that could belong to Rotary. So I had the opportunity my boss in 1997 decided that he had other obligations and decided to drop out of Rotary. So I asked if I could join Rotary. So that's how I was able to get started in 1997.
Yeah, and that was in Charleston, correct?
It was in Charleston.
Yeah. So tell me about your experience in Charleston.
Let me go back, if I can, to tell you about why I was interested in Rotary in the first place.
Yeah.
And what I found out was Rotary's involvement in the elimination of polio.
Right.
And my mother, when I was about 7 years old, had polio.
Oh, okay.
So she was away from us. I can remember when she was taken from the house, and she was put in a hospital in Marmet, which was a town where they had a hospital particularly for polio patients.
Oh, okay.
And she was very fortunate. She did not end up with paralysis.
Yeah.
But our neighbor down the street did.
Mm-hmm.
They were about the same age as my mother. And so there was always, I was growing up, there was always that contrast between my mother's experience and Mrs. Gizz's experience.
Yeah.
So I always thought that, the elimination of polio was very, very important. And Rotary was a leader in that, and it continues to this day to be a leader.
Yeah.
So that was my initial interest in, I'd like to belong to an organization that is doing those kinds of things worldwide.
Right.
To eliminate a devastating disease.
Yeah. Are you from Charleston originally, or?
Grew up in Charleston.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. And so what brought you to Buckhannon?
A little over 4 years ago, my wife had an opportunity to come to Buckhannon, and I left my job and came here with her. So
Okay.
and we've always come up to this part of West Virginia, Buckhannon, on over into Cain and Snowshoe, things like that. So this was getting us a lot closer to that. And so
Right.
it was a great experience. We both, we're excited to come up here.
So how was the transition from the Rotary in Charleston to Buckhannon?
Totally different. The Charleston Club is a very large club, and even after a club, they split another club off of that, a morning club versus a noon meeting club. It was still probably 150 or so members. So,
Okay.
And Buckhannon is a much smaller club. Personally, I think the smaller clubs, work better.
Yeah.
In terms of community involvement. The club in Charleston, we did things in our community, but it was typically, we did things through giving money. And then somebody went out, for example, dictionaries. Somebody would, we would donate money and somebody would go out and buy dictionaries and distribute them to the elementary schools.
Okay.
So it wasn't as hands-on. This club in Buckhannon is very hands-on in terms of, getting out in the community and actually doing more than just raising money. It is getting out and actually doing things in the community, being seen as a part of our community.
Yeah. And you said a man named Dave was your sponsor for the Charleston?
Dave Wallace.
Okay.
He was a director at our bank.
Okay.
And sponsored me.
Yeah. And then you've sponsored some people?
We've had a couple of people that we've, over the years have been responsible for.
Yeah. So regarding your memories with Rotary, how has Rotary followed you as you've traveled?
Yeah. I've gone to several Rotary meetings, in other places where we've been on vacation, things like that. And it's always very interesting because, no matter where you go, you're always welcome.
Right.
And as a fellow Rotarian, so I did have an experience when we were in Rome. The international president was there for a speaking engagement.
Okay.
Did not get a chance to meet him.
Yeah.
We were in the same hotel.
Right. Okay. So what are some of your favorite memories with Rotary, either in Charleston or Buckhannon?
I think, more so here because I've been more involved in the community. Our blood screenings that we do, twice a year, I think are very, very important, particularly in a part of West Virginia where a lot of people don't have access to insurance. So we can offer those, basic panels to help people get some early diagnosis on maybe an issue
Yeah.
that they have. So I think that's, to me, that's the most important thing that we do here, and certainly one that involves more people.
Yes. So what advice do you have on anyone interested in becoming a Rotarian?
My advice would be, don't join Rotary just to belong to an organization.
Right.
But join Rotary because you want to be involved in the community. You believe in the principles, the four-way test that we have.
Yeah.
That you believe in those things, and that you really want to, in some way, and maybe a small way, but some way, make a difference to what goes on in the community that we're in.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your time,
welcome.
Steve. I appreciate it.